Hey guys, welcome back to Crown Entertainment. I'm Chris Crown. We got my son Mason running the camera today. And we're going to run through our top 10 favorite interior features of our Tesla Model X. We've had this car about a month now, and there's so many cool features with this car that we're learning every day. New features, new cool things that this car has. And the list kept getting longer and longer, so we decided to split it in half. So we have top 10 of our interior features, and then we did 10 exterior features. So when it's not 25 degrees out, we'll hop outside and show you our external or exterior features. But for today, we're going to do just the inside. So we're going to back up to a Tesla supercharger here, get our battery fully charged, and we'll run through our list of top 10. So stay tuned. So here we are, backing up to a Tesla supercharger. These are the high-speed chargers that you'll see at grocery stores and malls. We're going to plug in our car and get a full charge while we go over our top 10 interior list. So hop on out, Mason, and fill her up. So once you grab the handle, it's just like a gas hose handle. You put it close to the car, push the top button, and the access door pops open. We're going to plug it in. Once the light turns green, you're good to go. Then we'll hop back in the car and show you the battery as it charges on the screen here. You can see we're currently at a 200-mile range left on our battery, and it will take approximately 30 minutes to get it back up to a full charge. You can set a limit on how much it charges your battery, and they recommend up to about 90% each time, unless you're going on a road trip and you need a full battery. A lot of people have been asking how much it costs to charge. Well, we haven't paid anything yet because we're still using a free 1,000 supercharger miles that you get by using a friend's referral code. So if you're in the market for a new Tesla, use our referral code and we both get 1,000 free miles. The screen shows 8 of 10 stalls available. That's because there's another Tesla right next to us charging here. So if you wanted to do the math, the screen shows 26 cents per minute. You multiply that by the 30 minutes we plan to park. Simple math shows about $8 to get us back to a full charge, and that will give us about 150 extra miles of range. Compare that to $2.50 a gallon for gas, where you get 20 miles a gallon. We're spending about half of what it would be for gasoline. Okay, folks, so number 10 on our list of the top 10 interior features of the Tesla Model X. Number 10 is what's called Easy Entry. This is a feature on the screen here that allows you to set your driver profile so that the car will recognize your preferences each time you get into the car. You can set your seat position, you can adjust the lumbar behind your back, you can play with the steering wheel, moving the telescoping wheel closer to you if you want to bring it a little bit closer. You can push it away, you can tilt it up, you can tilt it down. Once you get a comfortable position, you can save that as your profile. You can also adjust the power side view mirrors, moving them in and out, and then you save it. Once you save this, the car will recognize each time you get in with this particular key fob. Then once you get out of the car, it will move everything out of the way, making it easier to exit. Cool feature. So number 9 on our top 10 list of interior features is the garage door opener feature that's built into the car. At the top of the screen, you'll see a picture of a house, and if you tap it, it'll show 2 options, 1 and 2. We actually have a 3-stall garage at home, but we just programmed 2 of the garage doors. And the neat thing about this feature is when you approach your driveway, the door that you set will automatically open before you get up to it. Conversely, when you leave for work or school in the morning, as you're driving away from the house, it will close the door once you get approximately 20 feet away from the garage. So this is a cool feature that eliminates the need for an extra garage door opener remote. Number 8 on our list of top 10 interior features with our Tesla Model X are the various cameras in Sentry Mode, which is a security system utilizing the exterior cameras on the car. So we'll show you how that works here on the screen. By simply touching the camera icon at the top of the screen, you can access recordings from all of the 4 cameras during each one of your trips. You have a camera recording on the front of the car, the right side, the left side, and the rear, all simultaneously. And while the cameras in the Sentry security system are located on the outside of the vehicle, we actually included them in our interior list because you use them mostly while operating the vehicle inside the car. You can access video footage from inside the car and save it to a removable USB drive that you can then take into the house, put it on your computer, or use as you need. The footage is saved with a date and a time on it, so you have a record of where you've been and what went on during each of your drives. Sentry Mode saves the footage while your vehicle is parked, and it notifies and marks a timestamp with a little red dot whenever it recognizes something suspicious on the outside of your vehicle. You can use this little sliding tool on the bottom too to scroll through different time periods of an event. And folks, number 7 on our list of top 10 interior features with our Tesla Model X is the sound system that this car came with. So this is definitely a premium sound system here, consisting of 2 1-inch tweeters and 2 3-inch mid-range speakers up front. You also get 2 8-inch woofers in your front doors down by your feet here, 2 6-inch woofers in the back doors, and 2 3-inch mid-range speakers in the rear section, with an 8-inch subwoofer rounding out the base. You get a total of 12 speakers, all controlled up front here by the infotainment screen, where you can choose from any radio station, streaming radio, XM radio, basically any type of music or genre that you can think of, all at your disposal. You also get steering wheel controls, so you can control the volume over here with the scrolling wheel, and you can choose between tracks with these little buttons. The car also comes with Spotify karaoke, which is basically karaoke in your car. And that includes at least 1,000 or more songs that you can choose from, so you can sing along to your favorite songs. You also get Bluetooth connectivity, so you can play music off your phone. And if this isn't enough, you can simply search for any song or any artist that you desire. Within seconds, you're singing along to your favorite tune. I've had a lot of nice sound systems over the years, but for a stock stereo system, this is definitely the nicest one that I've ever owned. Number 6 on our top 10 list of interior features are the various cup holders that this car has at your disposal, and we counted a total of 6 right here in this general area, and we'll show them to you now. Right up front here, underneath this beautiful dark ashwood veneer, is a large compartment with room for 2 cup holders, and these are removable if you need to make extra room for storing other belongings. You just pop these out and you can put them back in as needed. And then just above these in the armrest, you have sliding padded elbow rests, which move to expose more beautiful ashwood, and then 2 more cup holders right in the center. So if that's not enough, having 4 cup holders right here in the center, we'll have Mason hop out and show you that there's 2 more just behind the center console, and those collapse in with a slick mechanism here when not in use. Then additionally, each door pocket in the car has room for storing a water bottle or other reclosable type drink bottle. Number 5 on our top 10 list of favorite interior features with our Tesla Model X is the panoramic windshield that this car has. It just keeps going and going and going. So it has nice tint on the top, so a lot of people don't notice it when they first get in the car. But once you sit in the driver's seat or passenger seat and look up, you get a beautiful panoramic view of the sky. When someone gets in our Tesla Model X for the first time, they're often so intrigued by this big screen up front here with the infotainment screen, the beautiful white vegan leather interior. There's so many cool features that they often miss this until they look up above their head and they see the beautiful panoramic view up above. You can see birds flying over like that one there. At night you can see the stars. It's just beautiful to drive and be able to see this much in front of you. Now some people complain that the sun's a little bright and that it's a little distracting when driving, but they do tint it nicely on top, and then they do provide these magnetic sun visors. They flip down to provide a couple more inches of protection here from the sun. But if it is really sunny, you are going to need sunglasses, and that's an easy fix for it. Clearly Tesla wanted you to enjoy the view, so they put this huge windshield in front here that extends up above your head, and it's quickly become one of our favorite features with the Tesla Model X. And now we're at number 4 on our top 10 list of favorite interior features. Number 4 are these white vegan leather seats. This was an option that we chose. We were a little nervous having 2 children in the car, but so far we haven't had any issues with them, and they're very easy to clean and maintain. We're very happy with them. These seats have the look and feel of real leather. However, they are a vegan material. They're soft and smooth. They're actually hydrophobic as well, meaning liquids will not soak into them. We spilled a few things and the seats just basically repel all the liquid. It beads up and rolls into the cracks here, so you have a second to grab a napkin or towel to wipe it up as you would in any interior. But Teslas actually come standard with black interior, so we debated for quite some time on whether paying $1,500 for a white option was a good idea, especially having 2 kids. But they've held up so far just great. We figured Tesla wouldn't sell something that would be impossible to keep clean or wouldn't look good after time. And it's one of the coolest features. When we open the Falcon Wing doors, people will look in and see that bright white. It contrasts nicely with the gray ceiling and the dark blue paint. Number 3 on our list is the storage that this Tesla Model X has. It has so much storage. You don't have to worry about having room for your bags if you're going on a trip. You don't have to worry about groceries or anything. There's so much storage in this car. It's a little bit crazy. You can see here around the back seat how much room there is. You don't have to worry about bumping your head on the doors once they're opened up if you're putting your kids in the car or loading up groceries. This row of seats actually folds down flat, so you can fit larger items, or if you want to go camping, as Mason and I are going to try to do in the car here. And around back you can see how much storage you have. You have this huge section back here. They also do come with a third row option, so you can have another set of seats back here, but we like this open area instead so we can store stuff as we're going to the home store, putting lumber or supplies back there. Since there's no fuel tank, you also have this large area underneath the floor. This is where we keep items that are in our car all the time, like first aid kits, umbrellas, extension cord in case we break down and need to use a 110 outlet to charge. So you can keep all the standard stuff that you have in your car all the time hidden under there. Keeps it out of sight, keeps the clutter down, and you don't know it's there until you actually need it. And then we'll head around front here and show you what's known as the frunk. It's the front trunk. Since there is no engine in the vehicle and the electric motors are underneath on the axles, you have this large storage compartment perfect for groceries or keeping other things. We have the charging kit that came with the Tesla, and also a towing kit, which includes a tow hook in case we ever break down. So you have plenty of room for storage. You can put luggage in here if you're taking a road trip. So a great feature to have. We're going to hop back inside here because it's freezing outside. Number 2 on our top 10 list of interior features is what's known as Autopilot. We were a little nervous testing the Autopilot feature when we first picked up the vehicle, but after trying it out a few times, we just love it. Anytime we get on the road for a road trip, on goes the Autopilot. So we trust it. It's a great feature. So there's 2 different types of Autopilot. There's the standard one that comes with the Tesla, and then there's the full self-driving Autopilot, which is still in beta mode. So that one costs $10,000 to get that upgrade. And then that will do full self-driving, where it recognizes stop signs, stop lights. You just put your destination where you want to go and it takes you there start to finish. So that we did not get. We live in a small town and don't think we would use it that much just driving around town. And on a road trip, we enjoy just being a part of the experience. So we don't need to totally shut off and let the car drive itself. But what we do like is the Autopilot that the car comes with. And this has 2 stages to it. One is more of a cruise control. So a standard cruise control with most vehicles, you set it at a speed and it maintains that speed. But if a car in front of you slows down, you have to put on the brake or shut it off or reduce the speed. If you want to resume the speed once the person in front of you moves out of the way, you have to resume and it speeds up again. So that's a standard cruise control. And then there's the smart cruise controls now, which actually maintain a distance between the vehicles. So that's what this has. We're going to demonstrate here the speed limit 65, so we are at 65. There's a little lever over here that you can't see. It's the bottom lever. We just pull it in towards us once, and then we take our foot off the accelerator. So we set it for 65 because the speed limit's 65, and it just so happens the guy in front of us is going pretty close. So he must be going 64. It's keeping us right under that 65. If he weren't there, it would speed up to the 65 because that's where we have it set. I believe you can go 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, so it knows the limit, and then you can go up to 5 over and it will maintain that. But what we're going to do here is just set it a little high, so we're at 65 even though that guy's going slow. Now watch what happens as he brakes. You notice we're getting a little bit closer, but not much. And then you notice my speed now is down to 59, so he just put on his brakes and the car recognized that, and it's keeping a safe distance. So once again, over on this side, if Mason wants to show right in this area, get up close there, you can set the distance you want from the other car. So if we want to get nice and close to him, which isn't a good idea, you can set it right to 1 car length, or 2, or 3, or 4, 5, 6, 7. So now it's going to maintain safe distance. And as you can see, we're going around a curve where the speed limit was reduced to 40. So even though I am still set at 65 for my cruise, it's going to maintain whatever the guy in front of me is going. So now we're down to 39 without me touching anything. So it's going to keep us at 40 right through this area here. And then as soon as the speed limit changes, it's going to take me back up to 65. Another cool point is when the speed limit changes, the car recognizes. Now it shows that the speed limit is 30. So even though I want to go 65, it's going to keep us at the speed limit. Maybe 5 or so over is what it can do. So now the next step of the Autopilot is the actual steering part. This is the one that gets people a little nervous, actually taking your hands off the wheel. But they do recommend keeping your hands on the wheel just to be ready to take control, because the car will tell you if it gets confused or it doesn't know where the lanes are. It will actually beep at you and shut off. So you have to be ready to take control. So what we're going to do, now that we're back up to the speed here, we're going closer to the speed limit, we're going to pull this lever twice towards us. And as long as there's a little steering wheel on your dashboard there, that means you can engage the steering function. So now I'm going to let go of the steering wheel, and it's going to recognize the lanes. It knows the different sides, left and right. It knows every time a car passes, and it's keeping the distance from the semi in front of us. So it's going to continue to steer itself and maintain the speed as long as I let it go here. If you take your hands off the wheel for an extended period of time, it will remind you. It says here, apply slight turning force to the wheel. So just put your hands there so it knows that you're still awake, and it will continue to drive. But it is fun to show that it's steering itself, it's adjusting. If you want to get in here real close, Mason, one more time, it's going to show the little sensors will actually be watching for different obstacles. So it saw that vehicle, it saw the truck, it saw the traffic cone. Nice handy feature to have. Takes a little of the stress out of driving. You still pay attention where you're going, but you don't have to worry about maybe drifting to one side or the other, because it's going to keep you right in the middle of the lane. So that's a nice feature. And if that wasn't enough, we have Rainbow Road, where we can push the little thing 4 times, and it actually has a nice rainbow road as I rode, and it plays the old SNL skit with the cowbell. So if it's not fun enough just having Autopilot, they had to make it more fun with a nice skit. And now, folks, the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1 on our top 10 list of favorite interior features with the Tesla Model X is this huge infotainment screen right down in front of us here. Everything you need to operate the vehicle is contained in this computer screen. It's humongous, and it's user-friendly. It's just a great feature for this car, and it's our favorite feature with the interior of the Model X. This screen here defaults as a huge Google map. It follows everywhere you go. It's a huge 17-inch high screen. It's basically the brains of the car. Right now, it knows we're parked here at a supercharger. It shows us parked here and everything around us. You can scroll, you can pinch to zoom in, use 2 fingers to zoom out. If you zoom out in the entire state of Michigan, you can see we're in the middle of the state. Our hometown's over here on the northeast side. And you can see how many superchargers there are located everywhere. They're popping up all the time. These allow you to plan your trip, and the computer will calculate which supercharger's on your way. It navigates you there and tells you how long you need to wait to get enough charge to make it to your destination. So you never have to worry about running out of battery. There's superchargers all over the country and all over the world. And the car will basically tell you which ones you need to go to. So you don't have to worry about bringing along a map or an atlas or GPS. You never have to hunt for a gas station. You just follow the path that the computer tells you here. If you type in a destination, it will calculate. It will tell you where to stop for a charge, how long you need to wait. If we try a long trip, say to Florida, you can type in the destination. It will show you every charger along the way. So you can plan out your trip. You never have to worry about running out of battery. This side menu has everything you need to control the car, from the light settings to the suspension ride height, charging, safety features. There's a manual where you can search if you have a topic you want to know more about. Here's all the music options that you can do. It has the streaming music, all the different genres of music available. You can view your battery. You can look at cameras on the outside of the car. You can do hands-free calling. All your contacts are synced up here to your phone book. You can even hop online and search the internet right from the car. So you pull up the web browser here and it will show you the last topic that we searched for. And then you can basically use the internet as you would on your computer or your tablet or your smartphone. You also get Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all different features here. There's also a video game arcade, so many different games that you can choose from. There's also a toy box feature with one of our favorites, which is the whoopee cushion. You can pick which seat you want the whoopee cushion noise to come out of. There's even a built-in recording studio called Tracks. We'll play a song here that Mason composed. Nice job, Mason. I love it. So you can see all the different instruments that it has loaded here. And you can mute them. You can adjust them. You can add everything you want to do. It has different instruments that you can set. Another cool feature is this romance mode. Mason and I do this one more than most of the features. It's getting cold in northern Michigan, so it's nice to turn that on. It blows hot air out the vents and has a nice crackling sound. Okay, next feature is the sketch pad here. You can actually design your own artwork. It's got many different features here that you can do. You can change the color, you can change the width of your crayon. I haven't played with too much of it, but there's many different things that you can do. And then you can actually publish your artwork too. So you can send it on. It will say, are you sure you want Tesla to critique your artistic masterpiece? And your options are, no, the world isn't ready for my art, or yes, I am an artist. And then they'll send that to Tesla and they will critique your artwork. Another fun feature here in the toy box is what's called Model Xmas. So we're going to do a video on that in a little bit once it gets closer to Christmas. This actually does a light show and music show with the Tesla Model X. There's a few more fun features here that we're just getting used to. Santa Mode will actually turn your vehicle display over here into Santa's sleigh. It plays Christmas music, and as you drive, it will have snow falling down on the roads. Nice fun feature for the holidays. So this feature actually turns your map that we had, that Google map, it turns it into Mars. So you can see we're a Mars rover there for our car. And then it has all the craters and the different pits of Mars. So nice fun feature there. Then submarine, it just allows you to control the suspension on your car, raise it and lower it to different depths. Another nice feature here is the camping mode. So it will maintain this temperature of 76 degrees while you're camping at night. So if you are sleeping in the vehicle, it will maintain that temperature. The big difference with a gas-powered car is you have to wake up in the middle of the night when you're freezing and you can't stand it any longer, start the car, let it run, wait until the car gets to a temperature that feels good, which is usually way too hot because you want to warm it up as much as you can, and then you have to shut the car off and go back to sleep. That's basically our top 10 favorite features with the interior of this Tesla Model X. We've only had it a couple weeks, so we're still learning a lot of the features with the car here, but we can honestly say that we love this vehicle. Everything is designed pretty much how it should be. So once again, thank you for tuning in and watching our top 10 favorite Tesla interior features. It's been fun being with you, and we hope to see you soon.